What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant back again. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already joined the fam as I drop content daily, go live daily. Stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section as I'm always interested and intrigued to hear what you all have to say about these topics that we discuss. And let's get right into the work, ladies and gentlemen, as I had the privilege of being able to enjoy 2024 WNBA All Star weekend, the kickoff event, the skills challenge, the 3 versus 3, and the 3 point contest. And I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this right here, right now. This was surprisingly a very entertaining, a very well put together night of events. Now I'm not gonna hold you. When I first started, I was, what I mean, I was just like, all right, I'm just here because I'm a sports journalist. I want to be able to report on these things accurately. So I really wasn't looking forward to much. I wasn't expecting much, but the WNBA, they really put this thing together very well, and they chose a nice selection of talented players to participate in these competitions. As far as the 3 point contest goes, there was a lot of controversy. Well, I won't say a lot, but there's a few naysayers out there because this particular 3 point contest was the first to feature some of the bigger uh, talented players in the league, um, the likes of Jonquel Jones and oh, the other young lady skipped my mind, but she leads the WNBA in 3 point percentage. Plays for the Washington Mystics. It's just her name is escaping me right now. But at the same time, John Quill is one of my favorite players. I've talked about her a few times on this platform, and she participated in the 3 point contest. But before we get there, let's start with the first event, the skills challenge. Now, I wasn't able to watch the skills challenge all the way through, as at that time I was working on some other work. So I was watching it, but it was kind of on my TV as white noise. But I seen I seen Brittany Griner go. She had like a time of 46 seconds. Um, was it Cunningham? It was another player I got. Oh no, Kelsey Mitchell. I got to see Kelsey Mitchell play, who stepped in for Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler, a teammate of Kelsey Mitchell, was supposed to be a participant in the skills challenge, but she wasn't able to make it due to a canceled flight. So Kelsey Mitchell stepped up real big for a teammate. Kudos to her, and participated. She didn't win or anything, but I admire the ability to see the situation. And regardless, I doubt she prepped for it at all. um, she still stepped in, and that was dope. And she wore Erica Wheeler's jersey as well. I felt like that was super, nice little touch, if you will. Very sentimental on Kelsey Mitchell's part. I'm a fan of Kelsey Mitchell, actually, man. She's really garnished my respect this season. I know she's been a bucket before, but this, I kind of started watching this, the WNBA full time this particular season, because this was not because of Caitlin Clark, not because of Angel Reese, because this particular WNBA season was the first one within my journalism career that I had the privilege of, watching full through. Last year, I started my channel July 23rd, 2023. So uh, it was kind of in the midst of the WNBA season last year when I started my channel, but this was the first one I got to watch from start to finish. So been able to watch Kelsey Mitchell a few games, and like I said, she's a very talented young lady and definitely has my respects. But let's talk about the winner of the skills challenge, and actually Allisha Gray. She was very busy this entire evening, man. She did her thing. Another player, just off of this WNBA All Star Weekend, man. I'm gonna be checking for Allisha Gray a lot more. Now she was already on my radar as one of those players that I liked to watch. I've seen her at least 2 games with the Atlanta Dream. I believe I've seen the game that she played against my Chicago Sky and against um, uh, Caitlin Clark in the Fever as well. I caught a couple games between those two, and Alicia Gray is a bucket, man. You know, she ain't no slack by any chance. But I was really impressed that she was able to win not only the skills challenge but also the 3-point contest. But with this skills challenge, she did her thing. I can't recall exactly because I didn't get to see her in the skills challenge. I watched a rerun of it. Even when I watched the rerun, man, I just wasn't paying close attention to it. Even in the NBA, the skills challenge thing, it's never really been one of my favorite contests to watch. But you know, you can enjoy it for what it is. A little obstacle course, I guess, for the professional athletes. Um, but yeah, Alicia Gray came out the winner with that one. Then in between the two events, we got a 3v3 Olympic competition. And so I believe this is new. This is the first time that they'll be having a 3v3 um, um, competition in the Olympics. So we got a little exhibition between the select team, the USA select team, which is some younger players, you know, under 23, usually the under 23 team. And then we got the actual 3v3 USA team, which is uh, their name's escaping me too. Oh, that's crazy. But Haley Van Lith is one of my favorite players from the collegiate. Actually, Haley Van Lith been one of my favorite players since her days. You know, when she played at Louisville. Her career has kind of had some turbulence since then due to some decisions that she's made. But at the same time, I enjoyed it for what it was. What it was. In fact, the 3v3 competition was actually a lot more entertaining than I thought it was. Almost came down to the wire. I believe the USA team beat the USA Select team 19 to 16. They were playing a game to 21. Um, the point totals was a mid-range shot. Any shot above the 3-point line was worth 1 point, and any shot behind the 3-point line was worth 2 points. So it was almost rec rules, street rules. That's how we play when I go out and play my, rank when I run my games. So I like that concept a lot. And also, it was very interesting. There's only 4 players with the WNBA squad, the Team USA squad. Um, and there were 6 players on the other squad. I know this sounds crazy. When I was watching it unfold, I thought it was a little bizarre, but yeah. And then also, you can make subs. Whoever is the player that's sitting out. So, of course, on the 3v3 Team USA team, there's 4 players. So, there's always one sub that can come into the game whenever. And the same for the other side. But I'm not sure how it's going to look on the international stage. Will it be 4 versus 4? And then just be a 3v3 competition out of that with one sub? We'll see, because I don't think it'll be fair to have 4 against 6. I think they just did it like that for the sake of the exhibition. But nonetheless, it was a good competition. Again, Team USA, the 3v3 team, they won 19 to 16. And my girl, who I was watching, Haley Van Lith, she did her thing. I can't recall how many points she had, but she hit a couple shots, hit a couple big shots. So kept her name in the mix. Hopefully, we'll see her in the WNBA very soon. Again, I'm gonna probably make a video because I just looked into the Haley Van Lith situation, and it's almost heartbreaking. It's almost heartbreaking. The twists and turns that her career has had. But you can only have so much sympathy because these are. It's heartbreaking because these are decisions that she's made. Has so much potential, so much promise. Um, but moving right along to the main event, the 3-point contest, something that everybody have been watching for, looking for. Of course, some news surrounding the 3-point contest was that Caitlin Clark and Sabrina Ionescu. Sabrina was last year's champion. Of course, Caitlin Clark is the highly touted 3-point shooting rookie. Neither one of these two participated in this year's 3-point contest. And I respect both of their reasons. There's been some, like I say, some controversy surrounding it because the casuals, the same people that love Caitlin, have been talking crazy about her because she's decided to not participate in the 3-point contest so that she can focus on her mental health and, get some rest. I respect that. I definitely respect that. And she definitely put it out there that there will be opportunities for her to do the 3-point contest later on in her career. And I said the same thing. The poor woman has been playing basketball every day, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 5 years. Let's just be a buck. Everybody's counting this, previous year where she started college in September, the season anyway, went went deep to the championship game in the tournament, the March Madness tournament, and then a month later she's playing professional basketball. For me personally, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, when I go on a week worth of content creating binge, I'll go like a week straight where I'm just dropping content, crazily. I know what I'm doing, but I know I'll go a week straight and I'll take a day or two off just because I need a little break. It's just the human battery has to recharge. So I respect Caitlin for not just not just acknowledging that she's a human, but also acknowledging the fact that, hey, look, I get tired too. She was just being a G, she was being real. She say, I want to enjoy this event. I want to be concentrating on the actual All Star game because that's what everybody's gonna be watching. I'm sure if she participated in the 3-point contest, there would have been more eyeballs on that event as well. But everybody's gonna be watching for this All Star game. Everybody's been anticipating. Um, not just the All Star game, but the longer awaited uh, collaboration of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Will be getting that in the All Star game, and also we'll finally get to see her square off with the best of the best. Everybody's been saying she's the GOAT. Let me say this: the mainstream, lamestream, and all the casuals. They've been saying that she's the GOAT. She's better than all these other girls. Well, we're about to see. We're about to see. I don't think Team USA is going to hold back any punches in this game. I think this is going to be a legitimate test for both sides of Team USA and Team WNBA. Sabrina Ionescu, her reason for not participating was a little different, and she's decided to focus on the USA team and do that, which I respect that as well. Um, she's was the last year's winner, so of course you want to see the champion defend a title. But there's no reason in the world why she can't participate another time, and still put the title on the line. So I respect both these young ladies, reasons for not participating in the event. Although, of course, me personally, and I'm sure everyone out there, you all feel the same way. We would have rather seen the event with them in it, but it is what it is on that note. But the actual event was very entertaining. My girl Marina Mabry was in there, and she played for my Chicago Sky. It was just recently traded right before All Star Weekend. Unfortunately, I got another video talking about that one coming soon, as well as some surprising details and information has come out about this trade. But it wasn't just her, of course. We had Kayla McBride, another one of my favorite players in the WNBA, a pure sharpshooter. Um, forget who. The young lady from the Mystics. We had Allisha Gray and Jonquel Jones. Yeah, it was just 5 participants. And it was a good event. Again, Jonquel went down to the wire with smooth jump shot. Um, she dazzled the first round and just got hot at the right time. Everybody did their thing. Everybody performed pretty well. But Jonquel was the standout for sure because she just got hot. And then and I forget to even mention this particular 3-point contest literally went down to the wire. It went down to the last shot as Jonquel had an opportunity to win the event, but she missed the last shot, which made Allisha Gray the winner of the 3-point contest, which made Allisha Gray the winner of both events of the evening, which was fascinating to see. I'll be honest. And like I say, Allisha, she really garnished my respect last night. Not that I already didn't like her as a player, but I'll be checking for her a lot more now because she definitely has some game about her. She did her thing in the skills competition as well as the 3-point competition. So glad to see her make history and be the first person to win both events. Again, the entire night of events was very entertaining, very dope. Those ladies really did their thing. And I'm looking forward to seeing the WNBA's next year All-Star Weekend. Hopefully they do. They live up. Excuse me. Hopefully they put on just as good a show, if not better. Because tonight's event was it was thorough, man. I enjoyed them. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. We'll be looking forward to the WNBA game, All-Star game tomorrow. Um, Seeing how Mrs. Savant's schedule is working, I believe she has some errands to run. But if she isn't busy, then I'll be calling the game, the WNBA All-Star game live. So make sure y'all pull up for that. But other than that, man, please like this video, share this